Nobody tells you that the biggest financial mistake you can make this year has nothing to do with stocks, crypto, or real estate. It's leaving your family, your health, or your business completely exposed because coverage felt too complicated or too expensive. We're talking about a gap so wide that one bad diagnosis, one lawsuit, or one missed paycheck could unravel everything you've spent years building. The irony is brutal. Insurance was literally invented to protect the people who can least afford a catastrophe, yet the system has somehow become a maze that punishes the exact people it was designed to help. Young families are stretched thin, seniors are drowning in plan options, and small business owners are just guessing, and the industry is perfectly fine with all of that confusion. Let's start with the why behind the chaos, because this isn't an accident. When carriers profit more from complexity than from clarity, the incentive to simplify disappears. So you end up with 17 plan tiers, a glossary nobody reads, and a deductible that sounds reasonable until it absolutely isn't. For young families, the smartest, lowest risk move right now is pairing a high deductible health plan with a health savings account. And yes, that combination actually works like a tax-sheltered emergency fund disguised as insurance. You're essentially building a cushion while lowering your monthly premium, which means you're not just covered, you're quietly accumulating wealth on the side. Seniors face a completely different battlefield. And the open enrollment window is not the time to just reselect whatever you had last year out of sheer exhaustion. Medicare Advantage plans vary wildly by zip code, and switching to a plan with better prescription drug coverage alone can save you thousands of dollars annually. That's a real number, not a brochure promise. Now here's something the financial media almost never says out loud. Term life insurance for a healthy 28-year-old is so cheap, it's almost embarrassing. We're talking less than a cup of coffee per day for coverage your family would genuinely feel. The tragedy isn't that people can't afford it, it's that nobody ever framed it that way, so it stays at the bottom of the to-do list until it's urgently, painfully too late. Business owners, you are the most exposed and the most likely to rationalize that exposure because revenue feels like a shield. It isn't. A single slip and fall lawsuit, a data breach, or a key employee going out on disability can hollow out a profitable business faster than any recession, and a bundled business owner's policy often costs less per month than your Zoom subscription. Let's address the biggest misconception right now, which is that affordable means inadequate. That's just not true anymore. Marketplace competition, telehealth riders, and group plan alternatives through professional associations have genuinely brought quality coverage within reach for people who assume they didn't qualify or couldn't afford it. History has a clear pattern here, and that pattern is this. The people who got hurt weren't always the ones who couldn't afford coverage. They were the ones who delayed the decision during a good stretch and got caught during a bad one. Every financial advisor who's been around long enough has a story about a client who was about to sort out their insurance, and then something happened first. The practical lesson is almost annoyingly simple. Start with what you can afford. Lock in your health, lock in your life, and add layers as your income grows. Trying to build the perfect policy before buying any policy is the same psychological trap as waiting for the perfect time to invest. You're not being strategic, you're just procrastinating with extra steps. Discipline here means picking a number you can sustain every single month without flinching and building your coverage around that number rather than your idealized version of coverage. Position size matters in investing, and monthly commitment size matters in insurance. Overextending on premiums you'll eventually drop is worse than modest, consistent coverage you'll actually keep. There's something almost philosophical about insurance that the sales world never wants you to sit with. It's the one financial product where you're genuinely hoping you never need to use it, and yet buying it is still one of the most rational, self-aware things you can do. It's not pessimism, it's the clearest possible signal that you take your responsibilities seriously. The most balanced, mentally healthy posture you can hold is being genuinely comfortable with either outcome. Either nothing bad happens and you wasted a few dollars a month, or something does happen and you didn't burn everything down. That's not settling, that's the whole point. Whatever your situation, young family budgeting around a mortgage, senior navigating Medicare, or entrepreneur holding everything together with spreadsheets and hope the lowest risk move is always the same. Get something in place, review it annually, and adjust without ego. Consistency and calm beat perfectly timed decisions every single time. And if you're ready to take that next step, whether it's insurance, real estate investing, home contracting work, or finding the right lenders, check out our links in the description below because we can help you get started.